everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. I thought we'd take a look at a multi-tool today, so I grabbed a Leatherman MUT EOD, which is this model here. That's MUT is military utility tool, and it comes in two versions, the civilian version or the military version, which is the EOD. The civilian version is called the MUT utility, and the military version is called the MUT EOD. It comes with some literature, and this describes, there's a rendering here of all the tools on this, and it's printed in, there's many different things on this that you can do with it. It describes the 25-year warranty that is on this tool. And if you're familiar with Leatherman, you know that it's American made in Oregon. Very good quality. They have a reputation for quality and innovation. It comes with a military grade sheath. Actually, everything about this is military grade. It's very heavy duty. If you go to the Leatherman website, you'll find it under the heavy duty section. It's just really well made. It's MOLLE compatible here. It has some elastic side pockets here that you can put tools in there on the side to carry something there. It has a large Velcro field that will hold it very secure. It's padded, so it's going to keep the tool safe. Just really rugged. Very nice. There's the tool. Let's get a close-up on that a little bit. The technical specs on that is 4 7/8 inches long, and it is 1.5 inches wide here at the widest point, and it weighs 11.1 ounces. This tool is made specifically now for the shooter, and the civilian model is as well. Made specifically for the shooter, specifically for the AR-15 or M16. That is what this is made for and geared towards. The military version has a few different tools on it which are related towards explosives, explosive ordnance division. It's that way. So there's a little bit of difference between the military version and the civilian, but they're both shooting tools. So if that's what you're looking for, I don't know of another multi-tool on the market that's made specifically for that in mind. Let's just go through it. It'll take me a few minutes to go through all the tools on here, so grab some popcorn, but I'll try to move as quickly as I can. This end here is a hammer. It's an impact hammer like that. It is replaceable if that breaks. It also does have a cutting implement in it. There, you can see those. It's like a web, like a seatbelt cutter. It can cut zip ties, webbing, whatever you want like that. This portion right there, just the hook, that front part right there that my finger is against, that is a bolt override tool. So if you're shooting your AR-15 and you get a jam, and the cartridge is jammed up in there. Well, what this is designed to do is you hook this on. You can hook that into the bolt there and pull back, and that'll clear the breach, and you can keep shooting. So that's what that's made for there. There is a carabiner here, so that's another way of holding it, and that is also a bottle opener. There is a clip here on this side there, so that makes 3 ways now of carrying it. There is a little lock right here which will lock the pliers closed. If you want to do that, you can swing it out there, that little tool right there, and shut the pliers, and it clips on like that. So as you can see, that holds it shut, so there's not any danger of it opening. Not that it flops around or anything. It's pretty stiff, but if you wanted that extra security, you could have that, or fold it out of the way. Right here, is a bit driver, and it comes with a Phillips and slotted, of course, and it holds it in there very tightly. And what you need to do is you need to press right here. You press right there on it, and that'll release it. But you got to know that. I mean, it's not written there anywhere, but you just press it, and then that can come out. And then on the other side is your slotted, and on this side is your Phillips. That bit driver has also there are two other bits on board that can go into that. On this side here we have a plunger, and you press that down, and once you've pressed that down, then you can extract this longer one here, and that can be placed in there, and that'll just give you more reach if it's further out there that you can't reach it with the short one. And that, of course, is Phillips and slotted. And then on the other side there is, now then we have to push this plunger the opposite direction, get it out of the way, and then this one comes out, and this is specifically made for adjusting sights. It has that kind of a tip on it for scope mounting rings or scope mounts. So you've got those on there. Moving on, we have on this side right here, we have a locking knife that's made of 420 high carbon steel. It's serrated, and it's a good size knife on there. I mean, that's big enough to be your primary blade. That's the thing about this tool. I mean, everything on here is big and strong enough to be your primary. It's one-handed opening, and it locks with a liner lock, which can then be closed. There is also a one-handed opening saw, which opens like that, and again, that's a very decent sized saw. You can do all kinds of work with that, creating cover or creating a brush for camp or whatever. Do whatever sawing you need to do. One thing I forgot to mention is this little plastic holder right here. That is also a bit driver. So if you're working with the bit driver and you're changing bits back and forth, it's just a little carrier where you can slip that in just temporarily like that, so that it's not going to get lost. You're not going to lose it, but you're not ready to put it away. You're still working, but you don't want to lose the bits that you're not using. It's got that right there, very convenient. On this side here, we have a bronze carbon scraper, and this is for it's made of bronze because that's a softer metal than steel, and so you can scrape and clean on the bolt and the bolt carrier and scrape off the carbon without scratching or damaging the rifle parts, because it's made of bronze. This is replaceable, so if that gets broken or worn down or whatever, it can be replaced. It could also be an awl, in any other situation. It does have a pretty sharp tip, so it could be used as an awl. That doesn't lock, but it really doesn't need to. It's pretty tight. On this side, we have a C4 punch, and if this is where the explosive ordnance comes in to play. C4, is an explosive, a plastique type. It's moldable. It's malleable, and to set it off, detonators have to be put into it. So this is used to punch a hole into the C4 to make a hole in there, and then the detonator is put into the C4 in the hole. So that's what that's used for. I suppose a civilian could use it for, I suppose, any number of items that you might need like an ice pick type tool for. But it's quite sharp. It's quite sharp. Now that will unscrew. So that does unscrew like that, so it can be interchanged. It can be interchanged with different things. One thing that it's made to accept is a cleaning rod. So say you're going to you need to clean the rifle, and you can put it's made to the same it's threaded to the same spec as your standard cleaning rod, and you can put that on there, and then you've got a cleaning rod that you can clean the gun with, and of course you'll have your brush on there. Oh, that's the female there, and it has that's the male end, but it does also have a female here. So if I suppose if you want to do it this way, you can do it like that. So you've got it like a handle, and then your cleaning brush would go there, of course, as you know. And so you've got a cleaning rod for the rifle. So it helps in that way. And when not in use, it just folds back like that. Everything is just so well built on this tool. It's very nice. The tool opens up as you're accustomed to seeing, like that. And here you've got needle nose pliers, and then here this part here, I'll zoom in on that. That is a cap crimper, and what that's for is that's a detonation cap. If you're not familiar with that, there's a video on the Leatherman website which will show it. But essentially, detonation cord is put into a soft metal sleeve, and then this crimps it so that it stays there, and crimps the detonation cord into the cap. Here we have a detonation fuse cutter, and these anvils here are 154 cm, and they are replaceable. Okay. Down under here we have a stranded wire cutter, or crimper. Okay. This is really a well-made tool. Let me back off on that a bit. You can see the size of it. I mean, it is absolutely everything that any other pair of pliers would be. It is as solid as a rock. It also comes with a wrench, and the wrench here is a 3/8 inch wrench, and it also has a sight adjustment tool to adjust the sights with, and that's your Leatherman tool, Leatherman there. That rides on board here. Yeah, this is really something. I think it's an excellent military tool for anybody in the service. If you've got someone that is serving, send them one of these, or you can order the civilian model, and that would serve you well as even if you're not a shooter. I think that anybody could get a lot of use out of this. All right. Well, thanks a lot. I'll see you again.